Selfie zoom. Stop recording video. Button. Selfie zoom. Zoomed in. Speech off.
Hi guys, this is VI Life with Kelly. Thank you so much for watching and staying up with me through this challenge. We are almost at 100 videos. I can't even believe it, but I'm super excited. To my new viewers, welcome and enjoy. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, be a part of the community. I love interacting with you all. You can always send me an email if you're not comfortable to comment below. vilifewithkelly@gmail.com. The information is in the description box below. Do not forget about my giveaway. The details and instructions are on the video about why are men so important. And definitely follow me on Instagram at vilifewithkelly. Hey guys. So this is another dating advice video, and this is particularly to ladies that are over 30 years of age, who are dating. Hold on one second. I don't know what's going on with my camera, but it's like, let me see.
Speech on. Stop recording video. Button.
Okay, good.
Selfie zoom. Zoomed in. Button. Double tap to zoom. Selfie zoom. Zoomed in. Button. One face centered.
Okay, great.
Speech off.
Great. Okay, guys, because I did a video a minute ago and then it disappeared. So I was going to re-record it, but I said, no, I'm going to wait and see if it pops back up, because that happened with my Joe Jean retry on in the size 30. So anyway, yeah, so this is dating advice and tips on what to do when you are over 30 years of age. And I really want my ladies that are under 30 years of age to understand something. Your 20s are for you to know what you want and be relentless about obtaining it. That is what your 20s is about. It's not about living the hot girl summer. It's not about traveling and kicking it all night and getting drunk and all these different things. It's not about flying around and just vacationing here and doing whatever you want and go to work and don't go to work and all these things. Your 20s is about knowing what you want and being relentless about obtaining it. And that's on every level. So that means that during your high school years, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade, you should be spending time getting to know yourself in every way. What are your career goals? Do you have career goals? Or are you a young lady who would like to be a wife and a stay-at-home mother? And then you need to be learning about what it takes to be a wife and a stay-at-home mother and the life that you idealize for yourself. So if you're comfortable with living in a house that's 200,000 or 300,000, and what neighborhood would you like your children to go to? Are they going to public school or private school? And how much is that? So you can know what kind of man that you want and need to attract, and so that you can understand what are his requirements, what are his needs and his desires, so that you all can link up. Do not spend your life wandering aimlessly and thinking that it's just going to magically link together. And you should know what that man looks like spiritually as well. If you are an AME Christian, if you are a Jehovah's Witness, if you are Muslim, if you are in the middle of the road, whoever you are spiritually, you need to know it, you need to own it, and you need to demand it out of your spouse, of your significant other. That's your reality. That's the real. Because whatever God governs your man is who governs you. And that is as real as it gets right there. Whatever God governs your man governs you. So definitely know those answers. Know the finances, because it will destroy your life. It will ruin your future, and it will destroy your children. If you have not provided and prepared and planned for them, it will destroy you. It will hurt. It will cut like a deep seated wound. It will cut like a knife. It will never heal, because you will be constantly trying to get it together, get it together, get it together. And they're just getting older and older and older. And before you know it, they're grown, and you never got it together. You never covered them. It was always a place of lack. And a place of resentment and a place of hoping and wishing that it wasn't the way it was, or that it didn't go the way it did, and always, you know, speaking forward about the future and how good things are going to be going forward. So, know thyself, know thyself, know thyself. I'm constantly speaking on that when I do these dating videos. It's so important that we know ourselves, that we accept our truth, and we stand up for that, and we're relentless about matching up with like-minded individuals. That's the only way that you're going to be happy. That's the only way that you're going to have love, long-lasting love that you value. That's the only way that you're going to have somebody in your life who appreciates you and that you appreciate them. It's the only way that you all are going to reciprocate the intention that you want and deserve. That's the only way. So, young ladies that are under 30 years of age, I don't care if you're 28 watching this video, let's get to know thyself. And if you don't know what that means and you don't know how to do that, or you don't know where to start, you can always email me and we can set up a coaching call and I can outline that for you. We can work on assessments together and we can figure out who you are and what is your best match and what is your best strategy in life. If you're a career woman and you want to, pursue your interest, or you're an entrepreneur, or who are you? Let's get down to that. Let's find out who you are. Let's accept that as our truth. Let's believe God to be aligned with the resources and the opportunities in order to realize that truth and to live and walk in that truth, so that you can attract the man that belongs with you and the woman that belongs with you, so that you can be a magnet of truth and you all's rays of sunlight can bless you, and shine all over you. So definitely know thyself and understand, when you come out of high school, all you're doing is refining the knowledge that you leave high school with about who am I, because that's when you're budding. You're like a flower that's budding. And if you're going into college, and I would say this, if you leave high school and you really don't know what you want to do, go to college. Just go. Because college has a way of helping you figure it out. That first, second semester, you're going to figure out really fast, this is for me or it's not. And you're going to find out that you'd rather go to work and get in a training program or something like that. You're going to find out whether you're a person that rather do a Job Corps program or a licensure program. You're going to find out really quickly who you are. So when you don't know, just go to college. Go to college, take those general education classes. When you get to pick the classes where you get to pick according to your interest, really pick stuff that you're interested in. If you like art, take some art classes. If you like photography, take some photography classes. If you like fitness, take some fitness classes. If you like architecture, take an architecture class. Like, go there seeking knowledge. It doesn't matter about a degree or about, oh, I'm going to be going up here wasting money. No, you're not. Your life is an investment. It's always going to be tied to dollars. Everything about your life is an investment, and the more time you spend running away from financial costs associated with you getting it together, the more impoverished you become. And that's a problem. And learn to appreciate the cost that comes with knowing thyself. Actually be thankful to get out the way and know yourself, so you can walk in your truth and you have a plan and you can walk on that path and that plan, so you can be that much closer to your happiness, until you can elevate, so you can get to the next level and you can evolve and grow with your life, right? So definitely know thyself, link with professionals or people that you believe can bring out the best in you. And when you're dating, because you've done the work and you know yourself, right? Then when you're talking to other individuals it's easy for you to say, hey, I'm this kind of person, I'm looking for this. And when they say, oh yeah, I'm that person, you'll know if it's a lie, because certain things come with certain answers, right? If somebody says they have a vehicle, oh yeah, I love driving, la 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 la, But every time you see them, they're catching the bus or the train, or they're getting out an Uber or a Lyft, or they have a private driver, or somebody's dropping them off, their cousin, their brother, their neighbor. That's not lining up, right? They love to drive and they have their own vehicle. So then you ask them, like, hey, where's your car? What, I thought you drive. Oh, I do, but I don't want to put no more miles on it. Oh, I've been driving all week. I was tired of that. Oh, I put it in the shop. I'm trying to get a new this and that. I mean, they have an excuse every single time when it comes to this car, and you've never ever seen the car. You see? So when you own a vehicle and that's your value, right? Then you know the experience of having a car. You know what it takes to maintain a car. You know the experience and what goes with that. So you already know, okay, something doesn't look right, doesn't smell right, doesn't sound right. This is ignorant. Like, why would you want to spend XYZ dollars on all these other means and spend XYZ amount of time on public transportation, this or that, and you could um simply jump in your own vehicle or get a rental car, right?
Speech on. Selfie zoom. Zoomed in. Face centered.
Okay.
Speech off.
Because they've already told you, they're at a certain place and a certain level for themselves. Y'all got those initial questions out the way. So now why is the behavior so different, right? But period, when you're having conversations with people and their answers are not adding up, or their behavior's not adding up, they're supposed to be on their way home, but instead they're in the bathroom of a restaurant. You can hear their voices echoing, so you know what it sounds like when a person's in a bathroom of a restaurant. You're like, hey, what are you doing? They're like, oh, I just stopped to get me something to eat. On the way home, you're like, well, why are you talking to me in the bathroom? Because that's quite bizarre for a man to talk to you in the public restroom bathroom, especially considering how they need to use the restroom, right? They need both hands, right? So I'm saying to myself, why are you talking? So if you're listening to someone, they're saying that to you, you're like, that doesn't make any sense. So then you ask them, and they're like, oh, well, it's loud out there. You're like, well, where are you? They're like, oh, just a restaurant. You're like, well, what kind? They're like, seafood. You're like, well, what kind of seafood? Because now a simple question has now become very complicated because they're being so vague, and it's quite strange that they're in the public men's restroom wanting to talk to you, right? If they just happen to casually stop to get food. Well, now you find out actually this quick stop is juicy crab. Now, why would a man go out of his way to leave the table, to answer your call, to go to the men's restroom, to call you back, and then tell you they just simply stopped to pick themselves up something to eat at a random restaurant, but then it turns into seafood? Now it's juicy crab. That doesn't make any sense. That sounds like somebody's on a date. Yeah. Oh no, I'm with my boss. Oh, you're with your boss. And it's so loud in juicy crab that you need to go in the restroom to call me back. No, that's a lie from the pit of hell. You have to be able to look a man, a person in their eyes. You have to be able to look yourself in the eye and say, no, that's incorrect. That doesn't add up at all. Because see, had they said at point A, when you said, hey, what are you doing? And then they said, oh, I'm eating a juicy crab. You're like, why are you in the bathroom? They're like, it's loud out there. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Well, just call me when you get done. See, that conversation could have been done right then and there because they just answered the question and they were just really cool about it. It's nothing going on. But when they make it into a 5-part question, then it becomes, something's incorrect here because this person is going out of their way to be elusive and vague. They want a step further by saying it's loud out there, so they need to go in the men's restroom to call you back. Oh, Lord. Know thyself, you all. Know yourself so that you can avoid wasting your time, energy of dating and talking to people that are not your match, okay, and wasting your time, okay? So, ladies under 30, This is your time to know yourself and be relentless about obtaining it. Find out what you're interested in. All these Department of Labor websites, they have assessments that you can take so you can figure out what you're interested in, what's the best work environment, what you should pursue, and then pursue it and do that thing until the wheels fall off. If you want to be an entrepreneur, there's so many schools and programs, even online on YouTube here. YouTube Academy is what I call it. There's so many videos on how to be a successful entrepreneur. They even give you ideas. I have tons of ideas. I'm thinking about doing a video on things you could do as an entrepreneur. If you're just wanting to do something to make a certain income, you could do a Google search. What occupations pay at least, and then put the dollar amount. You see what I'm saying? So find out who you are, what matters to you, what is your lifestyle about. If you don't know, just look around. Look around you. Do you get your nails and your toes done? Do you get your hair done? Do you do your own hair? How much does that stuff cost you? Go in your bathroom, look at your hair care and skincare and body care products. See how much all that stuff costs you. Look around in your closet, your shoes, look in your refrigerator. Start adding it up, adding it up. How much does everything in my world cost me? Okay, this is the salary I need to make to be comfortable. This is the salary I need to make in order to have a savings. This is the salary I need to make in order to retire by this age. This is the salary I need to make to live in this neighborhood, in order to vacation, in order, like, let's get down and dirty. Let's do a budget. Let's figure these figures out. Let's find out what's going to make sense for us. And then and then you need to think about real seriously, what does the man look like? If you plan on having a family, then what does your significant other look like? Because they're going to need to meet or exceed where you are. So if you determine that your whole life can fit within $70,000 a year, the man you belong with makes 70,000 or more a year. That's just how it goes. He's making this equal to or greater than you, because your lifestyle needs to fit within one of you all's salary. Your whole life needs to fit within one of you all's salary. So if anything happens to the other person, that other person can cover it. Boom, it ain't a thing. So if you guys get a home, you need to get a home that's no more than, let me see. If you make 70,000 a year, yeah, you need to get a house that's no more than 210,000, somewhere up in there. Then this one person making 70,000 a year can hold that down with no problem. Then all the bells and whistles that come with that, all the utility bills and all of that. Y'all still got to eat every day. You still got to stay groomed. You still have to take care of your life, right? So that's how that goes. You have to know thyself. You have to know what your wants, needs, and desires are, what your relationship looks like, if you care about a man being cut up or not, if you care about a man being overweight or not, if you care about a man being a giver or not, if you care about a man being considerate or not, if you care about him being involved and going everywhere with you and being, all attentive, like whatever those love languages are, your priorities, just own it. And when you're talking to other men, tell them your truth. Tell them, if they think that your package is high maintenance, agree. Yes, then if you consider what I have going on high maintenance, then yes, I am high maintenance. Let that man soak it in. If he doesn't like it, he doesn't like it, and that's okay. Get the next guy. Be you. Be you. Be you. Be you. Also, if you are under 30 years of age, I would really encourage you not to be doing all this hookah and all of this smoking of the marijuana and all of this smoking cigars and cigarettes, cigarillos and black and mild. All of these things that women are doing, I'm going to call you all females. Females are doing this in gross amounts. I mean, like back to back. You all are stressed out. You all are addicted. You all are depressed. You're so many things at one time. You have got to break this habit. You have to right away. It is affecting you in a multitude of ways, and you guys are having these sickly children, and they're having so many complications behind the things that you're putting in your body and the things that you have in your mind. You have to cleanse your mind, your spirits, and your souls and stop making these children in diseased bodies. All these pills, all these surgeries, all these implants, all this hookah and cigarettes and cigars and cigarillos and all of that. No, ma'am, no, sir. You have to stop it. You have to stop it. And I mean, like, right away. It's an emergency and you have to stop it, guys. So, if you're under 30, your number one duty is to know thyself so that you can attract the right significant other and so that you will not become a woman that's over 30 out here trying to date, still doesn't have a family, still doesn't have any children, or you have one child or two children here or there and you can't seem to link up with the right man. Do not find yourself over 30 years of age in those categories. If you're over 30, you're going to need to reinvent yourself. You're going to need to change a lot of things about yourself right away. I would encourage you to get a stylist, somebody to take a look at you and what you have going on and completely change your look, your smell, your energy, everything. You even probably need to change your gym, your job. I'm talking about a whole new life. You need to change your polish, your nail color, your makeup, your hair. Everything needs to change right away because it hasn't been working. That's the simple answer. Whatever you've been doing that got you over 30 years of age and still single, it doesn't work. And you're going to need to get a new circle of friends as well that are in your same situation. So you're going to need to join Facebook groups or Instagram groups, whatever group you need to join, small groups at your church, social single groups with women in your same age group, in your same situation, and not these catty, jealous, envious little demons. I'm talking about women that have positive energy like you, that uplift and support women and want you to have somebody and you want to have them to have somebody, and y'all actively uplift each other and encourage each other and inspire one another and invite each other to things and circles where you could actually meet and come across a real potential mate. That is the type of women that you need, and you need it now. But you're going to have to change everything about yourself. If you weren't exercising before, now you exercise. And you're not going to just exercise at home. You're going to get out and go to the gym and go to some classes. And you're going to push yourself every day to get outside of your box. Or you're going to find yourself 60 years old, single. No man in sight, looking like, oh my God, because you're going to be absolutely bitter and miserable. You're going to be reviewing your life over and over and over again with so much regrets, and it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. So if you're over 30, especially if you're over 40, you have got to change everything about yourself. Everything. Like I said, there's a lot of people online too that are doing these virtual makeovers where they'll look at you, they'll show you how to, if you're wearing a full face of makeup, you need to tone it down. You're going to need to go to the natural look and back off of some of that makeup. If you don't wear makeup, then you're going to need to tone it up. You're going to need to enhance some features about yourself, and so you're going to need to fade away some features of yourself. You're going to need to change your hairstyle. I'm talking about everything has got to change. Change your fragrance, change your attitude, change your church. I'm talking about everything's got to change, guys. You're going to have to change your spirit as well, because your spirit is murky. It's lukewarm. It's not inviting at all. And you're wandering. You're wandering spiritually because you're not sure. You're tired and you're spent, and you find yourself off with people that you had no business being with for long periods of time, and it's draining. It's draining you of the life energy you need to connect with your match. And he's definitely out there. So you have to make your mind up that you're definitely going to meet the right one. You're going to need to start going to happy hours, and that doesn't mean, oh, we need to get drunk, and all that stuff like that. No, but it means that you need to be in social groups where you can interact with other men in your age group, other people in your age group. You can, and there's plenty of social settings where it's not all about liquor. They have live music, you can be on the patios, and you can interact with people. And look it up, they have all these meetup groups, and they have events all the time on every level around every single thing. If you're a person that just doesn't want to meet people, you want to have an activity, they have activities for you to join in and get to know. And they have groups of people that run together, that ride bikes together, that ride scooters together. These people meet up downtown. We have what's called Path 400. It's people that meet up to walk on Path 400. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of ways to meet great people and great candidates. I don't see men really approaching women at church anymore. Like, and I'm saying that to say that if you have not been approached at your place of worship, and that's like really, that's a number one for you, you need to find a similar place in a new place. Because that just means that your match is not there, or whatever's going on at that place of worship. Everyone's settled there. Everyone has something going on. And, unless you just love your place of worship and being within a committed relationship is not a priority for you, then you need to find a new place of worship. And that's just the bottom line. And I wouldn't stick around at any place of worship anymore where men are not approaching me if that's my priority. I would make it a point to have 5, 6, 7 different places of worship that I went to regularly. If I went 3, 4 times a week, I would go 3, 4 different places until I linked up with the man that I desired, the man of my dreams. So, definitely want to encourage you and inspire you for 2021, because today is the first day of June. This is the 6th month of the year, you guys. When this month is over, half of the year is done. I can't even believe I could say that. When this month is over, half of the year is done, guys. So this is the time to capitalize and to go for what you want, the desires of your heart, and not wait. Time waits for no one. Faith without works is dead. And God cannot bless what you do not plant. If you don't plant a seed, there's nothing to bless, guys. If you don't plant the seed, and planting the seed is not prayer. Some people will say they're waiting on the Lord and they've been praying and all that, and everybody else is out here planting seeds and tilling the soil and watering the gardens and making sure and pulling weeds and governing their gardens, and making sure that the little raccoons and different things don't eat up their fruits, the fruits of their labor. Everybody else is around here working, and you're praying and waiting on the Lord. No, that's not how that works. That's not what that means. God cannot bless seeds you do not plant. That means you have to work. You have to put yourself in the position to be blessed. You have to show up. And when you show up, let's show up like we mean it. Look good, smell good. I mean, walk like you know it's good. Have and fill yourself up with words of light. Fill yourself up with words of light that illuminate you and that build you up and that reinforce what God's plans are for you and what His creation of you is. And constantly remind yourself, I am the head, I am not the tail, I am blessed, I am not stressed. Right? I do not have depression. I give good things. I am a blessing to others, and others bless me. I am the crown of my community's head. I'm a planner. I'm prepared. I'm educated. I'm intelligent. I'm attractive. I'm gorgeous. I'm beautiful. I am a pleasure. I am to be enjoyed, and I enjoy others. I have a circle of fierce leaders. They are protective over me. I am protective over them. I am provided for. God takes care of me, and He takes care of me through the man of my dreams. I am a wife. I am excellent. I am the excellent wife. You see how that goes? You keep reinforcing what you believe and what God says over everything else. Even if you have little creeping thoughts of fear and doubt, you cast that down and you keep speaking life and light to yourself, no matter what. So these are my dating advices. Is that even a word? Advices? This is my dating advice. And I'd always tell you guys, it can only work when you do it. When you commit to it and you do it and you keep doing it, that's when it will work for you. If you try it once, okay, I went to one event, or I changed my hair one time, or oh, I did this one thing. Well, hey, that's not how that works. You had to keep showing up to school to get that high school diploma. You had to keep showing up to get that law degree. You had to keep showing up to purchase that vehicle. You had to keep showing up. It wasn't like an instantaneous process, right? You had to build your credit before you could use your credit. You didn't just go from no credit to the Bentley. That was a process, right? In everything that is worth having, right, there is a process, and it is not easily obtained. It's not a click of the finger, oh, bam, and I've got it. That's not how that goes. And when those things do happen like that, like the lottery, it's quickly gained and it's quickly lost, and it's at a deficit. You guys should watch these videos on YouTube about where are they now, and talking about the people that have won the lottery. All those videos are earth-shattering. You can't even believe it, what their situations are. They're worse than when they started, guys. So anyhow, once again, I've gone over my my goal, right? But I'll keep fighting the good fight, and I'll see you guys very soon.
Speech on. Selfie zoom. Face centered. Stop recording video. Button.